So I'm impressed. I just got to Austria just now. I'm at the underground of the airport. The first thing I see is double-decker underground trains. So yeah, pretty impressive. I didn't go for that. I went for the cheap option because I'm tight. So that double-decker train over there, I think it was 14 euros to get into the city. I opted for the one that was like 4 euros 90. I think I'm in the right place. Hopefully I'm not going to get on the wrong train and end up in Germany or something. So we'll see what happens. I'm just waiting for it now, and hopefully in 20 minutes I'll be in Vienna. Yes, it turned out I was on the right train. I didn't have a clue, to be honest with you. All the screens, it was a bit complicated. When you booked it, it wasn't that clear. You just pressed that you were going to Vienna, and then it'd say the name of all the stations. But then when you got on the train, it wasn't that clear. Luckily, there was some friendly locals that helped me out, told me where to get off, and it turns out I just need to get off in the middle of the city, and that's not too far from the hotel where I'm staying at. So yeah, I've got off here, and yeah, I mean, it was really good. I mean, I've paid €4.30, and the guy that I was talking to on the train, he said to me if I knew which station I was going to go to, it would have only cost €1.90, because this ticket I've paid for, you can go anywhere in Vienna. I could change here, get onto an underground, go around. So yeah, some really cheap public transport from the airport, and that's as opposed to paying 16 euros for the like touristy one. That was the double-decker one that I saw when I got off. So yeah, I guess if you know what you're doing, or if you're just really lucky like I was, then yeah, you can save some money. And I'm now right in the center of Vienna. I mean, it's all very modern, the trains and everything, but then just behind me, I'll walk around later. I mean, you can see all this sort of real old school buildings. Yeah, so yeah, I'm right in the middle. I need to try and find my hotel. I've downloaded Google Maps, so hopefully I can figure out where I'm going from that, and yeah, find where I am, and then I'll have an explore around later and film some stuff, see what I can find. So I was walking down this street down beside the river, and then I came across this shop. The first thing I noticed was that looks like weed is legal here. There's like weed and bongs and things in the shop. And then I kept looking, I noticed what has to be the coolest vodka bottle. I mean, I don't drink, but if I did, I'd be buying this. It's basically an AK-47 and a hand grenade as a vodka bottle. I mean, I've never seen that before. So look at the price, 300 euros. I mean, just for the glass itself, that's awesome. So yeah, looks like some things are legal here that we didn't know about. And yeah, you can get some pretty cool bottles of vodka, some massive bongs as well. Cannabis vodka, cannabis gin. Yeah, it must be completely legal. I had no idea. Well, there we go. Everyone always talks about Holland and Amsterdam, but it looks like Vienna. You can add that to the list as well of places you can go for weed. Hey, you can really see how pretty the place is. Unfortunately, it's pretty loud as well. That's the fur wearer, which I'm guessing means fire brigade. Yeah, it's a real nice mix of sort of modern buildings, but then over there you've got your really old ones. See a really nice church or cathedral or something over there. I'll head over in a bit and see some of the older buildings. I've got lucky, it's perfect evening. I've just managed to have a shower at the hotel. The hotel I'm staying at is there in the background where the aim is. It's called the Meininger Hotel, and it's like a kind of a hostel, but it's also a hotel. So the private rooms I think were 70 euros. I've gone for a dorm room, just being tight again, it was like 21 euros. And at the moment, there's nobody else in there, so I think I'm gonna have the room to myself, which is good. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk now to get some food. I've been told where to go for some proper Austrian food by the staff. The staff there are really friendly as well, which is good. And I'm walking along, and the first thing I notice, that's different to England, is there's cycle paths kind of on the pavement. Like in England, the cycle paths are always on the road. Here they're on the pavement. I was walking down one of them earlier, coming to go to one of the shops, and I got swore at in German for the first time. This guy cycling past started shouting. I don't know what he was shouting. I won't try and imitate it, but Dave was definitely swearing at me because I was just in the way, which obviously I shouldn't be. There's loads of people cycling, which is good. I suppose it keeps the traffic down, and for considering I'm right in the middle of a big city centre, the traffic's really not bad. So yeah, it's quite a nice, pleasant surprise. So I'm gonna try and find some food, and yeah, let's see if it's just, I don't know what it'll be, sausage maybe. Let's find out. So I haven't got any internet while I'm here, so I'm only on the Wi-Fi when I'm at my hotel or if I can go in somewhere. So I'm not exactly big on the facts, but I think that's the river Danube behind me. I know that goes through the city, so I'm guessing that's it. And something I noticed that you don't see in England, and I kind of like it, is their tolerance to graffiti. If you look down there, there is graffiti absolutely everywhere, but kind of like good graffiti, not just the kind of crap. I mean, in England we get like this kind of thing, you know, you just get some random crap. Here it's actually proper artwork graffiti. It's the same on the other side. It's all the way down, and I've noticed it quite a lot. I noticed it when I was on the train coming into the city, that there's a lot of graffiti, but you know, tasteful graffiti everywhere, and it's obviously sort of tolerated. I don't know if it's encouraged or officially sanctioned or anything like that. I wouldn't have thought so, because it does look a bit, because some bits of it don't look so great, but a lot of it really does look quite good, and it's just it's everywhere. Yeah, weed is definitely legal. It wasn't just a one-off earlier. Actual cannabis stores. I've not seen loads of them though, like what you start to see in Thailand as soon as they legalise it. They're absolutely everywhere. Ah, that looks tempting. Right, I might have to grab some food here. Finally found something to eat. Found a little bakery shop right here in the middle of the city, and I've got this. A croissant with, I think it's like ham and then eggs, all sorts in it, and a Coke, and I got all that for €6.60, which I thought was pretty good, although then my card wouldn't work. It took me 3 cards, so anything I had that was a MasterCard wasn't working, which was getting me worried because I've not got any euros with me, because I'm only here for one day, so I don't want to withdraw anything, but I got through it in the end. So yeah, managed to find some food, and I guess this is Austrian food. I mean, it's called a Der Mann, and it says since 1860, so I mean this is proper traditional Austrian food, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna tuck into it, see how it is. I wish I had Google with me right now, because there's probably some story behind, you know, a shop full of old teddy bears like that, probably worth loads of money or something. And then over here you've got this amazing looking big white building with a statue of somebody in front of it, and I have no idea who it is. Again, probably someone really famous. It might say on it. I don't know if it comes across on camera how impressive this building is. I mean, this guy, his name's similar to mine. This guy's name's Gutenberg. No idea who he is. Maybe we can give him a Google. I'll put something up on screen if I can find anything. You know what I mean? Buildings like this, though, it seems to just be dotted all around the city. I mean, you look over there, the sandstone coloured ones, similar kind of thing. Just all over the place. Then you turn around, you've got some more modern places. And then look up the other side, same kind of thing. Yeah, so just out of the blue we've got a horse. Obviously a touristy thing. Fairly sure that's not how they get around here. I think they're a bit more modern than that. But then you can see the building in the background, the Hotel Topaz. It's like a bubble sticking out of it, like portholes almost. Yeah, some really cool looking places. Seen a couple of these horse and carts going around. Looks like they're all coming from here, some sort of touristy thing. Wow, that's a really impressive looking church Unfortunately, it's got a lot of scaffolds on it, obviously having some kind of renovation. This must be like the touristy centre of the city because, you know, a massive impressive place like that behind. And then if you've got these horse rides going on behind me this way. Excuse me, do you know the name of this church?
Stefan.
Stefan.
St. Stephen Cathedral.
Okay, St. Stephen Cathedral. Thank you. Okay, well, thankfully we found out it's St. Stephen's Cathedral. Okay, St. Stephen's Cathedral, now we know. I'm not sure you're going to be able to make that out, but there's some really old, well, presumably old, in fact they are old. I can see some numbers on there. I can see 1571 on one of them. So if that's a year, then yeah, it's pretty old. Yeah, another one saying something 1539. So yeah, I mean, it's a big building for its age, if that is what it is. Again, I'm not sure how much of this will come out, but again, the crazy thing that I've noticed is it's not just one or two buildings, it's absolutely loads of them. I mean, you can see in front there is what appears to be a watch store of some kind. And again, it's the same style of building. It's like around every corner there's another one. When your watch shop looks like that, you know you're in a decent place. I mean, even McDonald's is impressive. Yeah, when your McDonald's has got ancient pictures on like that. Most European capitals are pretty nice, you know, the nice bits are all pretty nice. But I mean, this place, it's like a massive art gallery. I mean, if you just look around behind me, you're probably seeing the reflection in my glasses right now as well. If I turn around, I wish I had my proper camera with me, because I've only got an action camera, which is not going to do it justice. Yeah, every corner you go around, it's just something else, you know. So yeah, if you like looking at impressive buildings, nice places, then yeah, Vienna definitely ticks that box. So yeah, very impressive place. I'm going to try and cross the road. I keep looking the wrong way. They drive on the wrong side of the road, like most of the world do, I suppose. So maybe we're the ones on the wrong. Who knows? Every corner I go around, it sort of gets you again. I mean, if you look behind me, the camera isn't going to do it justice quite how high this is. I'm going to have to Google CC Museum. Oh wow, and then if we turn around, I mean, we're in some sort of courtyard. Some huge statues behind. There's some Latin inscription here. Amorum. I'm gonna try and read it. Okay, some Latin inscription. As a fluent Latin speaker, I will put a translation on the screen. I'm not gonna say it. I'll just translate it on the screen. It's best for everyone. Well, there's only so much I can see or do while I'm here when I'm only here for one day, and because I've not got access to the internet, I can't exactly do a informative video about the place. You're not going to get a Bold and Bankrupt style vlog showing you all the good places. But what I would say is it's a really interesting place. I mean, every building or every other building down there is like a work of art. And then I've walked up to this part near to that cathedral, and it really is like every building in itself is like a work of art. And then you've got massive statues like this behind. You know, you've got the horse and carts over there going past. I mean, yeah, it's an impressive place. I'd like to know more about the place, but obviously I'm here for a 24-hour transit. I'm flying off to Kuwait in the morning, so I'm kind of done really for what I'm doing. I'm just walking around in awe of the place, really. It's yeah, I mean, it's just it's like this entire part of the city is just like a massive art gallery of buildings. I mean, they really are impressive. So yeah, I'm gonna get off though. I'm gonna go back to my hotel. Got a few bits to do on my computer, and then I'm leaving early in the morning to fly to Kuwait. I'm going to do a travel or flight vlog, or finish off my flight vlog. I'm not sure which one's going to go up first, this video or that one. They'll be around similar time. I'm going to try and be uploading quite a lot over the next few weeks. I'm going to a few more places. If you've seen my video about my flight, my travel plans, you'll know where I'm going. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and then watch that, and you'll know what's going to be going on. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.